Hello, 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 hello.
You. I'm trying to get comfy. God,
You comfy?
Yeah, my jumper's a bit like crusty.
Any more coughing fits?
I don't think so. I'll just spray some throat spray to try and stop myself from coughing. So I do apologise, guys. Shock horror. Nursery germs.
Nursery germs are forever in Joella's household.
Oh, big time. So, hello, Soph.
Hello.
This is part 2 of you.
Duh, duh, duh.
So, should
Yes.
we get the ball rolling?
Why not?
Do you want to do, for anybody who's just jumping in at this point in this episode?
Oh, yeah. Reintroduce yourself.
Yes, please, and the mic is yours.
Hello. I'm Sophie. And I'm really shy. I'm joking.
I call for ball.
No, I am shy, like, when I don't know people. Anyway, I am Sophie Brown Makeup, and I have been doing makeup for as long as I could remember. In fact, I think it's 10 years nearly now.
Whoa.
Yeah, like, from when I ever started doing makeup. Not in the wedding industry, but just doing makeup. Yeah, and I have covered all things makeup, really. Had a salon, 2 salons for 5 years. I have done occasion makeup and still do the odd bits, lessons. I've also done makeup on the deceased, which is a fun fact about
Really?
me.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, stop. No.
Yeah. Yeah, my friend's mum runs a funeral directors, and every now and then the odd request comes in.
No,
So I've done it
I
3
did not know
times.
that.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Very, the first time was a scary thing. I'm not going to lie, because I'd never actually seen
A dead person.
a dead person.
Yeah.
But then she was really good. Like, she stayed with me for like 10 minutes, and then I was fine. And it's actually weirdly really lovely, because you get a lot of thank yous off the family.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like the normal request. It's more of like...
This is a really... No, that's probably a bit of a too much of a weird question, so go on, ignore me.
No, I found it really interesting, and I think a lot of people would as well.
I'm really, like, interested in terms of, like, how that is and...
Yeah, like the embalming, which is what she
Yeah.
does. I know this is quite a deep, but I was mesmerised. Really mesmerised. It's so clever, like, what she does on the human body.
I'm fascinated.
Yeah, I was fascinated. The second experience wasn't the best, unfortunately, because of the way the person was. So that was a bit sad. Yeah, and the third one was cute. Like, it was nice. It was just yeah.
Lovely and
So
warming, I
Yeah.
guess, in the right way.
But can I just say, like, when we pass away, we go ice cold.
I know.
Not like cold where you feel cold.
I know. It's...
Like something I've never, ever, until I've, like,
Yeah.
been in a morgue. You are ice
Mm-hmm.
cold. And it was really, really made me think about the way I had to apply makeup, because makeup needs warmth and
It's
body
obviously-
heat.
Yeah.
So a lot of things weren't sitting very well. And that's every time, like, I have to, like, think about the way eyelashes are going to stick on.
No
And
way.
yeah, the way the formula.
I didn't even think about that, because,
Yeah.
that's true. It has to be warm.
Yeah. But that is, honestly, it really threw me off. Like, when you go cold, you go ice cold.
Well, I knew that, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That was
that's deep.
Off weddings. I'm fascinated. Like,
I
you're
know.
probably watching me on video. I'm like...
I know.
staring
I
at you,
know.
like, I'm actually really intrigued
I know.
now.
And do you know what's mad? When you come out your car and you've packed up, you sit in your car and then you start eating your sandwich and you think, fuck me, there's like 10 dead people in there. No, and you're just there and you're like, what the hell? But like, what the hell?
But it must be the most, like you say, the most rewarding
the
part of it.
Messages.
Yeah. Do you think it's more rewarding than a wedding? Or
For me, no.
A different
It's a whole
kind?
different... I felt quite heavy when I went in.
Yeah.
And then when I'd finished, I was like, oh, that's somebody's loved one.
Yeah, it's quite sad.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I do get very emotional with things like that. I don't even have to know you, and I feel like
Yeah.
heavy. So no,
I'm the same. I'd cry at like
yeah,
anything.
yeah. But no, when you go outside and you just get on with your life, and I remember they sat like, what the fuck? But you have to also have a very dry sense of humour, and I certainly do.
Yeah.
To get you through it, otherwise
You
you'd
wouldn't
be the right fit.
No, I agree with that one.
But no, that was completely off tangent. Probably interesting for most.
It's a
But
really
yeah,
interesting
I
fact.
have been in the wedding industry. What did we work out last time? It was similar to you. 8 years?
Yeah, well, I started though when I was 13.
Yeah, so I've been doing
17 years.
wedding makeup for 8 years, but
Yeah.
officially makeup for 10. Yeah, so a long time, and I love it. It's the best, or one of the best jobs in the world. You meet so many amazing people.
I'm glad this episode's about you. Let's go that way. So I've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I know we've gone through quite a few, so if you haven't already, please go back and listen to the episode and where we finished off, because we finished off on a little bit of a cliffhanger, I think it was, wasn't it? In the sense of, we will carry this on. So, my questions to you, Soph, I have quite a few, if it's okay if we go through them.
Yeah.
And then we'll finish on a lovely bridal spiral.
Okay.
So, the first one is, how often do brides change their makeup vision between the trial and the day of the wedding?
50-50.
Really?
Yeah, quite common, really. But then
guess
I
so.
plan my trials quite close to the wedding.
Yeah.
I don't like to leave a huge gap, really. So it's 6 to 8 weeks, purely for...
that reason.
Yeah, because you just overthink. I mean, you know what it's like with your wedding dress, with any decision of a wedding, you just start... Your brain just goes in overload mode, doesn't it?
And you don't want to see stuff, I guess, on social media.
Trends, yeah, or what your friend might have had. So yeah, 50-50 with that one.
Okay. I think I'm a little bit... No, I'm not. I am, and I'm not surprised. I think when I think about people changing, I think about dramatically changing. But I guess when you think about it in that more detail, it could be the lipstick colour, it could be the eyeshadow colour, it could be like the little things, not everything.
So like, I think a lot of people, and I did this, I think we might have spoken about it before, go in with the intention of, I want to feel and look my best self, so I'm going to switch up what I usually have. You shouldn't do that. You should stick with what you know, but in an enhanced version.
You say that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bride a couple of weeks ago, Lauren, lovely, she asked to have more of an Asian-inspired look because her wedding was half Asian, half like modern British. Like she tied in both cultures, basically. And she was like, I don't know why I've done that. She was like, that was completely my fault. After the trial, the feedback, she was like, I've tried it now, it's eliminated it, but I know I want to look like me. I don't suit a heavy eye, but thank you for doing what I asked.
Yeah.
I just know now that on my wedding I want more.
But also your trial gives that opportunity, I guess, to have those options that you can say that you have tried something.
Yeah.
Whereas if you don't have a trial, you go to your wedding, and if you don't like it, you can't change that.
Yeah.
Whereas your trial gives you a chance to change that.
Yeah.
Love that. So what do you think the biggest misconceptions brides have about professional makeup?
That it has to be heavy, and a lot of it.
Yeah.
Also, soft glam and natural glam, like the
differences,
two different things. Yeah, there's a misconception with that. Like a lot of people are like, I really want natural makeup. Most people say this, and they'll show me a soft glam look.
Yeah.
That's really more of like a medium coverage foundation. You can see the bronzer, it's more striking. They've got a lot of blush. That's not natural makeup.
Yeah.
Natural makeup is skin-like makeup.
We had this conversation, didn't we, last time? And it was
the
differences of the two. And if you don't know them, kind of understand them. And even just asking your makeup artist what the difference is.
Yeah, and then I suppose backing the other one up, like, it doesn't have to be heavy. Like, it doesn't, it's not the drag, you're not going to look like the drag queen. That everybody uses that sentence. Like, it's just about communication with it all.
Love that. I think, no, massively agree. Why do brides then struggle to recognise themselves when they see their wedding makeup?
Because it's someone else's technique, and you might come in the morning of your trial or the afternoon of your trial in your comfies and a white little top that's comfy. Your hair's not done. You might not have even had a tan, and if you were to go out, you might wear a tan. And you're sat in my little studio and you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're probably in your head thinking, oh my God, this is my wedding day makeup. And 9 times out of 10, you tweak the majority of it anyway, and that's good, that's right. And also, women naturally gravitate towards
The negatives.
flaws.
Big time.
We do. So when someone's giving you a mirror and you're literally like this, you're not looking at the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at the pore that you might have or the blemish that might have popped up because of stress that week.
Do you know what I did at yours, which I'm really glad I didn't do? I didn't look in the close-up mirror.
No, you stepped away.
I stepped away. And do you know what? I didn't actually really look at myself until I got home.
Yeah.
Like, true, and like I walked in my hallway after you'd done my makeup, and that's when I looked, because I'd obviously got my rollers in.
Yeah,
and I was like, I know full well that I'm gonna love what's on my face, but I'm gonna like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, like you're in your comfies, it's early.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on that's not...
But I must admit, compared to when I've had my makeup done before, right, I have looked at myself and thought, I don't look like myself. And I'd had my tan done, I'd had X, Y, and Z, and it just wasn't, it was too much.
Really?
Whereas when you did mine, I really, really liked it.
Yeah, I do like to stay kind of in the middle. Like, I'm not super... I've said this before, I'm not super natural, but I'm not really, really heavy.
Yeah.
I am in the middle.
I
That is
literally
like
loved it.
Yeah, you look stunning. I like
you made it stunning.
fresh-faced, like Tilbury vibes. That's what I always say.
Anything else at all you think people struggle? Brides struggle?
Yeah, like confidence as well. Like, not many people have it, and I suppose that affects like the reaction, doesn't it? Like, you might think, oh my gosh, I'm too overdone, or this is so out of my comfort zone. She's watching me as I react. Like, so I always turn my back now, and I always say, like, just gonna give you the mirror. I want you to get up, go in the natural light, look in the bigger mirror.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write down a few products, and then I'll come back to you. Yeah. And it just gives them time to like
take
go,
it in.
oh my gosh, like, wow, I look great, or wow, I would change that, or my brows aren't quite right. And then I'm like, let's break it down from where we started. So brows is where we always start. What do we think? And then I'll start breaking it down in the areas we've done. And that way you can slowly start seeing them like, yeah, I love this, or oh, one of the eyelashes just isn't sitting right. I'm like, that's fine, we'll tweak it now. And then instantly you can start seeing them like coming back.
But also as well, like, you having an open conversation, I guess, the more you talk, the more you open up, rather than going away and being like, I didn't like this, this, and listing it. It's better.
A trial feels long for both of us, but it is long because
you're doing your makeup and then you're kind of criticising your own work in your own way.
Yeah. And I'm watching your body language. Yeah.
To know that must be hard. In some kind of way.
It was, because we had a few questions on the last ep to do with this, wasn't it? It was from another makeup artist. She was like, I'm really struggling
with criticising.
It was years ago, but now honestly, I'm like, that's fine.
But I mean, it must be hard from a bride's point of view to come in and criticise your work as well.
And they always say, feel bad. I'm like, you shouldn't.
No.
Because this is a lifetime of photos that you just don't want to regret anything.
Yeah.
And hair and makeup is strangely one of the most important parts of the wedding.
You on that photo with the dress and the suits.
Yeah. So it's right to almost pick it apart.
I agree with that, and I think it's very good the way that you do it as well.
Yeah.
So should a bridal makeup artist be giving honest advice even if it's not what the bride wants to hear then?
In a polite way, yeah.
So if I came to you, or if a bride came to you and was like, I want this, but it didn't suit, what would you say?
So, she won't mind me saying, and I'm not mentioning any names, but a previous wedding I did, I've done she's not mother of the bride, but
you mentioned this last time.
Did
I think. Yeah. Was it the eyeshadow?
Yeah.
The eyeliner. Yeah, you did, yeah.
Prime example.
Yeah.
If you didn't listen to it, but basically she was just like, I want this, and I knew what she liked style wise, and then she'd seen the other girls and said, oh gosh, I really like that, Soph, and straight up I was like, no, you're not gonna like it. I know who you are. And straight away we had a giggle, but it's me knowing her, so maybe I wouldn't have said that in that way if you were a complete newbie, because you'd be like, all right. But with her, I knew I could just be like, no.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, you're right.
But also, I think you have somebody's best interest at heart.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna let them go out looking like a clown.
No, and whether you're the bride or not, I still want you to feel amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so is photo ready makeup different from makeup that looks good in person?
Oh, it depends on the style you choose. I know that's really annoying. Because if you go for a really light under eye, it's like baby doll kind of makeup. That's the trend I'm getting at. So it's like really blushy and quite a light under eye.
Yeah.
It's heavy. That doesn't look great in person, I personally think.
But
it
looks great
amazing
on
on photos.
Yeah.
Because of the flash and it's flawless. But in real life, for me, that's just too heavy. So I'll always bring it down a little bit. And I'll explain that to the person. If that's what they want, that's fine. But I won't make that as obvious as it would be in real life.
Yeah.
Because it is striking. And like a nose contour, you have to be so careful with how heavy you take that.
And also, I guess it being too shiny in the sense
Yeah.
of, in person, but on
person.
photos it looks perfect.
Yeah, because it's all well and good wanting dewy skin, but realistically, dewy skin doesn't last you the same amount of time as maybe more of a matte look.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got an oily T-zone.
Didn't even think about that. So, what's the most chaotic thing then you've experienced on a morning of a wedding?
I can't remember what I said last time, and if I did say this last time, I'm sorry. It's clearly one that really sticks with me. I think I might have said it. I don't know.
Go on. I'll tell you if you did.
But it's
if I remember.
the bride just wanted an outdoor ceremony, and it was torrential raining.
I think you may have, but I think you
On a
haven't
different
mentioned it
episode.
on that episode. I think we've had a conversation about this.
Yeah, so it was bouncing off the floor, like bouncing. And she was like, I don't care if everybody gets wet. I want an outdoor ceremony.
Yeah, we have spoken about this.
And it was the musician, it was like a brass band or something. Like I can't remember what it was, but they basically called the shots and was like, we're not performing out there.
Yeah.
Like, we can't, our instruments will get damaged.
Yeah.
And it was them who had to bring it out inside. But nobody was telling her. So everybody was tiptoeing around. Her mum was like... And like, me and the other makeup artists were like... And she was just... The bride was getting fuming. Oh, it was just so uncomfortable to be around.
What?
Yeah, so we didn't know what the outcome was until we left.
No. Did she not know until she walked down the aisle?
No, I don't think nobody... I think they would have told her, like, listen.
Stop.
But on her way, I think they did break the news to her then, and obviously didn't see a reaction. I'd gone, and I wasn't there.
But could you imagine though, if they'd broken that news to her, and she'd cried and sobbed her heart out, and you've gone?
I know, yeah, I know, but the scene she was causing prior to that,
Right, okay.
everyone was frightened
To say
including
something.
me. She would only speak to me, so I had an assisting makeup artist, and her mum was going through me to ask her questions because everyone was so scared.
Oh no.
I know.
I do. We've said this before. Like, if you do have a ceremony that affect. Oh my god, I can't get words out.
Outdoor
wedding,
ceremony.
and you want an outdoor ceremony, please pick a venue based on the indoor option as well, because you can't pick it in the UK.
Yeah.
Just based on an outdoor ceremony.
Mhm.
Oh, that makes me really sad.
I know.
So on the topic of like mornings, then I guess as well, have you ever had a bridesmaid or mother of the bride or a friend try and take over decisions?
Yeah, but I was pre-warned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you say more on that? Or?
So did the bride's trail, and she was like, just to let you know, one of my bridesmaids is quite opinionated, and she probably will just
Criticise work?
not my work, but just like try and be territorial.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, no worries. Like, it's nothing I can't handle. And then we had a bit of a laugh, and even the bride was having a bit of a giggle. Not like being nasty. She was like, it's just the way she is.
Yeah.
And she's got her best intentions for me. And I was like, okay. So then I turned up on the wedding, and I knew straight away
Who it was.
Like, instantly, with like, as soon as I walked in the room. But it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
And she was actually okay, but she was very territorial. And then I did have to put my big girl pants on, because the whole time of me doing this bride's glam that we'd spoken about and she loved, was like this over me. So I was like, oh, do you want
That's off-putting.
Yeah, for everyone, the bride's experience as well. This is why then I put my big girl pants on. So I was like, do you want to go and sit down and grab a drink? And that's how I said. And she was like, I was like, just, you're in my light a little bit and I want you to have a good time.
Good girl.
And she was like, she just looked at me.
I'm just like going to do a little happy dance because that is, I'm proud of you for that.
And the bride was like, as if to say, I know what you've tried to do, like trying to do there, thank you. And I was like, only you're in my light and I want you to have a good time. And we've had a trial.
I bet the bride's shoulders just went.
Yeah. Because I was like, you're killing this whole relaxing vibe.
Yeah.
Like, she did have best intentions, but we'd had a trial.
Yeah.
And she was happy. And there was no reason for her to do that.
No.
So I did put my big girl pants on and the bridesmaid just looked at me. And I felt like she then gained, which is so bad, but a bit of respect for me.
Because I do think, though, some people in that situation just want somebody to be honest with them.
I know.
And just want
she
them
was
to
a
say
beautician
it.
as
Yeah.
well, so
I
know. I don't know. She didn't do makeup, but she was
okay.
in like
The
beauty industry.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. After that, it was fine. She did go and sit down, and
Maybe
it was
she
problem
respected,
solved.
like you say.
I think, but would you really want to be that person
What, that says something or
who
that...
needs to be told like that to be then like, okay, I'll take my foot off the pedal?
But some people are.
I know, but I did. I was like, you're in my light, and just you need to have a good time. Like,
just go chill over
go
there.
and get a glass of prosecco. Like, you know, you're gonna be stood all day.
Yeah. You may as well sit down and take the advantage of it.
Yeah,
hon.
put your feet up, hon.
So I know you've briefly touched about this before in terms of like trials and everything like that, but how do you deal and handle, I should say, last minute requests or changes on the wedding day? Can people make them? Okay.
I encouraged her.
Uh-huh.
You know, like, we always end a trial with, like, if there's anything in the meantime, message me, email me, whatever, give me a call.
Mm-hmm.
Or even if you just want to wait for the wedding day, I'm never going to leave you with what we've done today, like, if you're not happy. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. As long as there's time, and 9 times out of 10 there is. And the bride's my main priority there. So, if somebody might want an extra, I'll always be like, well, let me finish the bride.
And then
We'll see.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I love that. So, what is the biggest beauty emergency you've ever had to fix on a wedding day?
It's got to be...
I think I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, it's got to be the mother of the bride, bruised face.
I feel like you need to share this.
Yeah,
I don't think many people will know that you've done this.
Well, it did blow up on Insta. It literally went viral. But yeah, it was... Well, you can see it on my page, and she was happy for me to share it, obviously. But basically...
Tell us what had happened, Soph.
I get a message off the bride 4 days before the wedding. Hi, Soph. Try not to make a scene and a big deal out of this, but Mum's had a bit of an accident. And I was like, okay, what's happened? So she was like, so, cutting the story short, Mum took the grandkids to the caravan and she had a trip and she bumped her face on the doorknob of the caravan. She said, luckily she's fine, but there's a bit of a bruise. So in my head, I'm like, a bit of a bruise. I need to know how big it is because I need to allocate time.
Yeah.
Not realising that a bit of a bruise was pretty much half of her face. So I gets the photo through. She was like, I'm going to send you a photo. Like I said, we're trying not to make a big deal because Mum's really upset. So I gets the photo through. And I literally gasped. Like Ethan thought someone had died. And I was like, oh! And he was like, what? And I was like, oh my God, because the photo is...
It's bad. Yeah, bless her. I feel really bad.
Yeah, it was bad. So I was like, okay, let's not make a worry. I will do my absolute best to cover this. I am trained in that anyway. That's what my course was. Like prosthetics and things. But I must admit, I was really nervous because I was like, that is deep. And I don't do that a lot. Yeah, and I want her to feel amazing. So I was like, Mum is going to go first and we are going to block out an hour and a half. I was like, and they were like, really? I was like, yeah, like an hour and a half is needed. So,
because then also you could come back and do any top-ups that you needed to right beforehand, because you've still got a base, I guess, and everything. Yeah.
So starts mum, and to be honest, I did blow myself away. I couldn't believe that I'd covered it, covered all the face. I didn't want to do it as full coverage as I had to, and I did explain that, and mum actually did consider not having the coverage, and it was a daughter who was like, Mum, like, please just have a little bit more than, well, it will be a lot more than what you used to, because typically with the bride I wouldn't go as heavy, but I had to because of how deep it was. It's on my Instagram, guys. I
think we'll share the photo when this episode comes out, definitely.
But it is pretty striking, and bless her, so it was just over one side. Thankfully her dress covered all the bruising that was up her back and arm as well. I didn't have to cover that.
That's really lucky.
But obviously it was so tender and sore, and I never mentioned anything. I'm sure she would have known this after the wedding, but she was like, thankfully it's only on one side. As I was moving to the other side on the day, I just kept my mouth closed, obviously, but it was moving to the other side, because it does.
Your bruise just goes
wherever
your
it
eyes,
needs to
go.
It spreads, doesn't it? So yeah, I'll share it, but that's gotta be like up there.
I feel like that's just incredible to even deal with on the day for you as well, but also like it's a lot of pressure. But the fact you pulled that out of the bag, like,
I genuinely, like, I really did, like, it went viral, and like, yeah, I mean, they were crying. The family, they were just like so thankful.
That's amazing that you actually did that, and you made somebody's day, because there'll be a story behind their photos and been like, Mum had this massive bruise and we actually got it covered.
I know.
Yeah.
I was like in the kitchen thinking, I don't know, I've just done that, but we'll go with it.
Love that. So, wedding mornings again. What are signs that a wedding morning schedule is going to run late?
Straight away. I'm going to say this right in the camera. When you start steaming the fucking dress. The dresses. Why have you not done that the night before?
That really pees me off.
What are you doing? Like, every other wedding, I mean, I would never react like this at the wedding.
But do you know why? It's because they don't get access to the venue.
I know, true.
Don't do it in the same room. Do it in a different room.
And make sure the person that's steaming, or the people that are steaming, haven't had the hair or makeup done. You think we're being dead over the top when we say, like, if you've had your hair and makeup done, don't start steaming the dress.
Nope.
Your hair will just grow, your makeup will melt. That is that.
Agree.
So that's the first sign of maybe we might run late. I mean, not always. Also, if you've got a huge bridal party and a very small prep room, it's chaotic and it eats into different times. So even getting your dress on, it's harder because there's limited space. There's stuff everywhere. And also you need to try and keep an area of the room clean for photos, for dress reveal, for all sorts.
Agree.
So again, I find myself cleaning up. I've steamed loads of dresses numerous times to try and help with the schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's loads, but they're like the top few, I would say.
There's a fair few. I can pick a few.
Yeah, and then when people start wandering off,
or go find somebody, and I'm like, you don't need to go and find somebody. You need to be in that room with the bride.
Especially when the bride's made a schedule.
Yeah.
And then you've cleared off. I don't know what you're doing, finding your flip-flops or something. But I'm just like, where's such and such? They need to be here now. Because if you're going to run, if the schedule's going to go off, it comes back down to me. Not them because you've cleared off. It's the makeup artist was running late.
Yeah, and it's not
But the makeup artist was running late because you were dicking about.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree with that. Is waterproof makeup really essential, or is it mostly marketing then?
Setting spray and waterproof mascara, absolutely. Yeah. You need
essential?
Those. Yeah. 100%.
Especially on a wedding day.
Yeah, imagine like mascara running down your face.
And what do you do when you cry, Soph?
Clench your bum.
And you dab, don't wipe.
Dab, don't wipe. Yeah.
I love that clenching bum top tip.
You have to do it before the tears have started.
Yeah, so when you get the feel yourself, you just clench your bum and literally distracts you. I love that. I think it was you that told me about that.
Yeah, a photographer told me as well.
Was it?
Yeah,
Did it?
Yeah.
You remember who it was?
No, I can't. But I was like, no way. And it also makes people laugh, and I think that's like a
Distraction.
Yeah.
So, going back to natural makeup then, is natural makeup harder to do than full glam? Agree or disagree?
For me, yeah. It is.
Okay.
Because you're still applying various products, but you're trying to keep it really minimal.
Yeah.
So natural makeup, that sort of saying earlier, like, oh, it's only half an hour for mum. It doesn't matter. There's still a skill and technique there to keep it natural.
Yeah.
Um,
because you're still applying products, but you just applying them in a different way.
Yeah, and different products that are lighter weight and more fine layers. So, yeah, it is hard still to do natural makeup.
I'm just trying to think, like, in terms of, like, because I know nothing about makeup, and I just think, like, surely trying to figure out what somebody's natural is a lot harder than you just doing the same as what glam is continuously, I guess.
I always, so a good tip for other makeup artists, if, like, they're starting out or they're finding that hard to, like, navigate, I always say, like, just show me a photo of you when you're going out or day to day.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh God, I don't take selfies, or oh God, I don't think I have one. Just anything where you've even popped a bit of mascara on. It makes me know how far I can take it and understand different elements. So, yeah.
And what they wear, I guess, on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, because I'm meeting you with nothing on. I don't have a clue who you are or what you like. So I guess a good starting point is that.
I like that. I like that tip.
Yeah.
So we have had a few listeners' questions. So we popped up a few things on
socials again.
We did indeed. So the first one is, why is bridal makeup more expensive than a standard makeup appointment then?
Because of all the prep work prior. The pressure. 9 times out of 10, your kit's more higher end. There's a lot in the background that happens that you don't see, which is the early starts, the
admin side of it,
the unsociable hours, so we miss out with friends and family. We make sure you just have the best morning possible, so we go above and beyond by putting shoes on, steaming dresses. We go that extra mile, and just skill and
it's time as well.
Yeah.
It's a lot longer than
it is
a bridal.
Yeah, it's not an hour bish bash bosh out if you don't really like it.
Tough.
Yeah, it's
top up yourself kind of thing.
Basically,
no. If you don't like it, we're repainting your whole face basically.
Yeah.
Which would advise getting a trial. So are luxury beauty products worth the investment then for your wedding day, like the lipsticks and the powders?
Yeah, not every single product, but I definitely think a good lippy. Top 2, MAC. You just can't go wrong with a MAC lipstick. And Tilbury, they just feel like they stay. And actually, I've heard the Maybelline Stain one's really good.
Have you tried it yet?
No, I've not. I do really want to. So that's more of like a drugstore. Apparently it's really good and doesn't budge. And then a powder, a good translucent powder. You're going to need that all day. Whether you're the bridesmaid.
Especially if you're
crying, the heat.
Sweat.
A full day of makeup, 9 times out of 10, you are going to shine a little bit.
Need a bit of a top up every now and
again. It's your oils
again.
coming through. Yeah. So the top 2 of a higher end would be a lipstick.
Do you leave a little top up bag?
Yes, I do. Not all makeup artists do that. So in my little touch-up kits is a mint, a powder puff, your lipstick that you've used, powder, a lip brush, and a business card. Yeah.
Do you tell people to bring their own lipstick?
How
does that work then?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
Depends on who you are. But like the bride, if a trial, I'm like, is there a go-to? I might have it, and if they don't, we'll use it.
Fab.
Or I might stock it for them.
I like that.
Yeah, and then like a bridesmaid or mother of the bride or whoever, I'm like, do you have a go-to lipstick that you're going to pop on today? And they'll go, yeah, actually, I do. And I'll ask them, do you want me to match with that or do you want me to just use yours? Because it makes sense to.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, they're like, may as well just use mine.
Because then if you're going to top up later on, it's the
mine
same.
anyway.
Yeah, exactly. No, I like that. So, top tips for what to keep then in our little handbags / grab bags for touch-ups during the day. So you've just pretty much answered
Gone
that.
over the, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a powder on your lipstick.
And if you're maybe asking your makeup artist if they'll do one if they don't.
Yeah. Maybe a little eyelash glue.
Love that. And a mint.
yeah.
So, would you recommend showing your MUA, my wedding dress and hair inspo so that you, hang on, it comes in 2 parts, recommend / come up with what makeup would suit the style?
I don't think it's essential because it's not matching your makeup to the dress and the style. It's you.
Who you are.
9 times out of 10 you show me because I ask and I'm like prodding and I want to see. But it doesn't help me. It doesn't change the look for me.
Do you think it changes the look for hair then?
Yeah, because of the neckline.
But
and
again,
detailing.
I think they'll probably just ask you what your neckline is as well. Or
Yeah.
If you do
Like
want to show, you
want
to show. You don't have to.
No. Usually, with the first people there anyway, and usually your dress is out.
Yeah.
We're not going to tell anybody. I mean, I'm so religious on not sharing any photos until you have. So nothing will go up on my story,
Same.
nothing.
Yeah.
Because that's your big news to share. So we do end up seeing it anyway.
And also, could you imagine if you put a picture up and then the dress in the background and even guests haven't arrived and
Exactly.
everybody follows you?
And you just never know who follows you.
No, not at all. I agree with that. So the last one, is I need tips for makeup longevity. Essentially, especially I'm a bride who cries a lot.
So tip, dab, don't rub.
Clench those butt cheeks.
Yeah, like literally it looks dramatic, but just dab away.
And I'm going to tell you now, I will put something into your flowers, so you're fine.
Cute it.
I will literally put it in there.
You've got to trust your makeup artist. Like, hopefully she knows, or they know their stuff. So it'll take anything. It's gonna, you're gonna be fine basically.
Yeah.
Try and catch the tears if you can. Use that waterproof mascara, setting spray. Try not to over powder, depending on who's doing your makeup.
Oh, okay.
Because it will separate. So if you know you're going to be super emotional, it's better that it's just more creamier because it's easier to blend back in. Whereas if you've set it with a powder over the top, you'll get like that's when the streak will form. Yeah.
So would you advise to say then to your makeup artist beforehand, I'm a crier?
Yeah. And any favours or any gifts that you need to give out, do it before she has her makeup done. Don't do it after.
Once you've gone.
Yeah, like I get why you want to so she's done, but she's probably gonna cry happy tears.
Yeah.
So just do it before when she's in her PJs.
I like that.
Yeah.
And also, sometimes I've seen it where they'll either be in rollers or they'll just have it,
and it looks cute in black and white.
It looks really cute.
Yeah.
I
hope
amazing.
that helps.
That has helped loads. Thank you so much, honey.
You're welcome.
Thank you for information that I didn't even know.
You're welcome. Hopefully it's a bit different than the last one. I feel like we have had more questions come in and
Big
different
time.
responses and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for listening. I hope that's helped.
So where can everyone find you then, Soph?
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok, and it's at sophie.brown.makeup, and the sister page is sb.bridalmakeup, which is where you'll find that Mother of the Bride photo. It's pinned to the top.
Definitely
We'll
share
share it.
that as well.
Yeah.
And please just do not forget to rate us, review us, subscribe, anything that you probably can. Share us on stories and tag us. We love sharing them. Get involved. Comment on the posts.
Share the post.
Whatever it may be. just send in your bridal spirals. It can be a supplier spiral. It can be anything.
Yeah.
Send it in. And where can they send it in then, please, Soph?
You can send it via social media. So at the Aisle Diaries Podcast on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. And then you could also submit them to our email, which is the Aisle Diaries Podcast at gmail.com. I'm getting better at that, guys.
Hey.
And if you want to listen to us or watch us, we've got YouTube, Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Hey.
And we'll see you next week. Bye. So, hello, Soph.
Hello.
This is part 2 of you.
Duh, duh, duh. I am Sophie Brown Makeup, and I have been doing makeup for as long as I can remember. I've also done makeup on the deceased, and it's not like the normal request. It's more of like, fuck me, there's like 10 dead people in there. You shouldn't do that. You should stick with what you know.
I've got a few questions, if you don't mind. What do you think the biggest misconceptions brides have about professional makeup?
So when someone's giving you a mirror and you're literally like this, not many people have it. Oh, it depends on the style you choose. Yeah, so it was bouncing off the floor. Do you want to go and sit down and grab a drink? Setting spray and waterproof mascara, absolutely.
Why is bridal makeup more expensive than a standard makeup appointment?